At this time, I'm very honored to recognize our good friend and colleague and an outstanding legislator, Mauree Gingrich, who has served the 101st District of Lebanon County now for 14 years. She was first elected in 2002. Chairwoman Gingrich has served as chair of the Labor and Industry Committee this session, as a member of the House Rules Committee, a subcommittee chair on care and services with the aging, and Older Adult Services Committee. She is also a member of the Local Government Commission. Prior to serving in the House, Representative Gingrich worked as a market research consultant, and she and her husband, Cal, have 4 children and 7 grandchildren. This daughter of a state police officer has served with such fine distinction in the House of Representatives, and I now ask our good friend Mauree to come to the rostrum to speak to you today. Thank you very much, members.
And he says, take your time after they did that all to us in caucus. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Leader Reed, my classmate, busy on the floor as always. Leader Dermody, and to my members for having the patience to give me my 5 after 14 years in the House. You know, early on in my tenure, I identified 2 key attributes that were necessary for a good speech: brevity and a sense of humor. Now, brevity I can try to manage. Sense of humor comes when you just don't take yourself too seriously. I think you would all agree. I wanted to begin my farewell with a statement that I really mean. I'm really glad I came in the first place. As I say goodbye, I want to stress the fact that I could not have more of an honor than serving here. I honestly didn't think that I'd stay more than a decade, but that was before I realized how slowly this legislative process works. In fact, while I've had numerous bills passed and very happy for that, I still have one initiative, one bill, that is still going through the legislative process. So I'm nothing if not persistent. I've been honored to serve the people of the 101st District for the past 14 years. And I want to thank them first for the faith and the trust that they've put in me through all these elections. And I'm honored to have the opportunity to have walked shoulder to shoulder with them, to have accomplished a great deal in our district. When I'm asked about what I am most proud, while I'm happy that we can get good legislation done together, and that we've done, I must say that building an outstanding district office staff is probably one of the things that I'm most proud of. I have a staff that will go the extra mile every day, any day, for the people that we serve. And they're here with me today. Oh, imagine this. They sat through all of this afternoon. I credit them for that. Jamie Miller, I'm going to tell you who they are, and at the end, help me recognize them for their hard work. We all know we couldn't do it without our staffs, and really, in the district, it's critical. Jamie Miller has been with me my entire tenure. Jamie's here with her daughter, Chloe. Stephanie Grumbine, another daughter of a Pennsylvania state policeman, has been with me for over a decade. And she's sitting here at the side. And Carissa, where's the little blonde girl? There she is. Carissa has been with me since her 8th grade, a junior achievement class that I taught in her middle school, when she said, I think I kind of want to be like you when I grow up. She was with me through a college internship, through our outstanding BMC fellowship program, and has now been on my staff off and on, not off and on, but full-time and part-time for the past 5 years. My right arm here at the Capitol is also over there, Ann Yanikov, and she does a job of 2 or 3 people as she helps me juggle and organize a very, very busy labor committee. So my best to Ann for serving with me so well and so long. And I also want to point out, they're here somewhere because they're always working. The executive director for our labor committee is John Scarpato, came to me most recently. I'm literally working his tail off, and he doesn't complain and constantly brings his skills to the table. And our new addition, Greg Moreland, who's done some awesome work for us as well, especially with our constituent research and replies. He's been outstanding. Now, everybody in this chamber knows that while we're out here doing the people's business, it takes someone at home to manage the home fires, someone that's going to give us the love and support that we need to do what we do and to meet the challenges we meet. I'm blessed with a spouse who happens to be good looking, but that's beside the point. Not the only reason I've kept him all these years. But he's always there to pick up the load, the family load, whether it's managing the household or babysitting for a couple of those grandchildren I'm going to introduce over there. But I do have to thank him for his enduring patience and his tolerance of this very, very stressful lifestyle in public service. Just dealing with me in high gear must be a nightmare, and I'm sure he'll tell you that. My 4 children, they always have been and continue to be the cornerstone for everything that's good in my life. They're my greatest asset, without a doubt. And each of them, all of them wishing they could be here, but since they are very productive and busy people, not too many are working in our field that they could be here as well. Julie, Katie, Adam, and Michael have grounded me with their love and their support in every endeavor that I've ever had. They brightened my life with 7 grandchildren while they worked on 7 campaigns as well. And following the lead of Adam, who is here today with us, our in-house campaign manager and political guru, Adam started his political journey with me in my 2002 race, and now 14 years later, he's moved on to things like, presidential campaigns. Adam's here today with his wife, Dawn, who works with us here in the legislature, and our 2 precious grandchildren, Adeline and Claire. And at this point, please let me introduce my family staff at work and my family at home. Please stand up and let everybody say hello. They may have been clapping for your patience and endurance of me, but either way, thanks for being here. There's one other incredible woman that I want to thank. She's not here, but that's my mom, Marie Boyd. I'm pretty sure, at home watching PCN, although that's a big change from her daily routine of watching Fox. So hopefully we got her to change the station so she can hear what we're doing today. I am the eldest of her 10 children. Mike mentioned large family. My dad had a proud career with the Pennsylvania State Police, but my mother was the law enforcement at home. There was no doubt about it. She nurtured our brood in a nest that was layered with tireless energy, strong work ethic, and instilled the importance to all of us as well, civil communication and the art of negotiation, which have all proven to be important attributes for each one of her 10 children in the successes they've had in life. At 93, she continues to be our matriarch. We treasure our time with her, and I hope that she actually enjoys having a little more time with me next year. I didn't ask her. As I reflect on the 14 years, it's hard to summarize what we do here, and especially 14 years of it. I can't help but notice that I'm the last woman standing. in my 2003 class. And I've served with 3 administrations, 6 different speakers, currently with, I can say that here today, my favorite, all of them outstanding leaders. I can say, though, to you, Speaker Turzai, I've had the opportunity to know you when. So I came in, I think, just a class later than you, so I have had the opportunity to work with our speaker when he was the policy chair, was on that committee. I can remember him. I had an issue that ended up being very important to all of us, but I was having a hearing. He had given me permission to have a hearing, and he was really busy down at Lebanon Valley College. And when someone called him and told him how important this issue was and the people that were testifying, he came flying down from Harrisburg. I don't know how he got there, maybe flying, maybe driving fast, but he got there, and we were able to move forward on that issue. And that was way back in policy when I realized the leadership he could provide to me on the things that I really hoped to get done. I worked with him as a deputy whip when you were the caucus whip, our majority leader, and now as our speaker. So I feel that I've really been privileged to grow and thrive under your leadership as both a mentor and a friend. And I wanted to say that. Over the many years, my focus has been as a responsible legislator, I should say, to give a voice to the voiceless and lend a hand to the most vulnerable, particularly our children, our elderly, the disabled, and victims of domestic abuse, of course. And as a result of that focus, I've served on a lot of different committees, including appropriations, under my friend and mentor, Bill Adolph. We'll be walking out the door together. That was an honor and a pleasure and taught me an awful lot about the budget that runs this Commonwealth. But I've spent all 14 years, and I'm looking to see if he's here, I'm trying to eyeball him, working on the Aging and Older Adult Services Committee, a lot of that time with Chairman Tim Hennessy. And he's actually, we call him my twin because we have matching hair. Tim's a champion. He is a champion for the escalating senior population that we have here in the Commonwealth, and it's been an honor to serve with him. And now that I'm demographically, officially joining the senior population, I can appreciate what Tim does more, believe me. Before being elected to the House, I spent over a decade in local government, as many of you did, a valuable asset here. And dovetailing with that, I've had the chance, and the Speaker mentioned that, to serve as an appointed member of the Local Government Commission, working with their outstanding staff. We saw one of their bills today. Their outstanding staff has given me the opportunity to, in a bipartisan manner, deal with some really important issues in our local municipal governments, which is really where government starts. As chair of labor and industry, it's been quite a ride. I respect that every issue we deal with, every issue we address in that committee affects someone's job, someone's livelihood, and ultimately their family. Our committee this session has dealt with many complex issues, and I want to thank the knowledgeable and committed committee members on both sides of the aisle who have helped us pass significant bipartisan legislation that will affect job creation and workforce development, things that are paramount to us all. And I want to give a special thanks to Noah Karn. Is Noah here somewhere? Noah was with me when I first joined the Labor Committee. He was a tremendous asset with me and helping to bring on our new executive, John Scarpata, who is definitely like a sponge and picking it all up very quickly. But I'll tell you, oh boy, I'm going to miss my South Central caucus. A lot of us sitting right over there. We've created a real brotherhood and sisterhood dedicated to the issues that affect our area and our constituency in the T. And hopefully, folks, will continue to gather around a fire pit and continue to editorialize on how things should be done. As I ponder what I'm going to do, life's next adventure, I doubt that anything can match the unique experience and opportunities that I've had and that you have in the House of Representatives here in Pennsylvania. And unfortunately, the female representation has not quite reached equality over the years since January 2nd in 1922, when the then departing Governor Sproul stood here and said, use these words, "Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of the General Assembly." I'm grateful for the extraordinary women that came before me and paved the way, and I respect and admire the women I'm serving with today. 2 of them are going to be moving on to new adventures at the end of the term, as I will. It's been an honor. It's my plan to continue to mentor and encourage women to consider public service roles. A legislative body functions best when it includes a variety of perspectives and differing points of view that make it truly representative. In my failed effort towards brevity here today, and when you're a politician, by brevity we mean we just talk faster, we don't make it any shorter. I will simply end by saying thank you for walking this path with me, a very special path. And I'll leave you with one piece of advice from this old Irish chick. Do not always look for the party answer, look for the right answer. And embrace and accept your responsibility for the future of this beautiful Commonwealth, this incredible state. Thanks so much, and may the Lord be the wings, or the wind beneath those wings. Thank you all.
Mauree, we're going to miss you, my dear. I have to tell you, first on the professional side, this good lady, if you were writing a history book of the legislature, has probably the most significant landmark legislation with respect to the delivery of human services. And not one bill, Mauree, many bills. So many pieces of legislation you took the forefront on and really delivered, and did it with bipartisan support every single time that you ever put the bills into gear and got them over the goal line. Every single time. And if you needed, sometimes issues are tough issues, but if you needed somebody to bring them down to like a common sense level and an everyday person level who could take complicated issues and really deliver it to working men and women and families, how many times would I be calling you late at night saying, Mauree, would you please deliver this speech for our caucus and really provide great perspective on it? And you were always there, and you always hit a home run whenever you gave those remarks, always. She was willing to go out front on so many important issues to families, from birth to when we're reaching our final days, because I'm right behind you on the senior thing. So, Mauree, with that, I just want to also tell you, you have a great family, and that's because you're just one dynamic mom and wife and legislator, and thank you for your professionalism, and a great role model, as are the next 2 speakers, a great role model for women legislators. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. Keep up the good work. I'll be praying for you.
I'll take it.